Hello, and welcome back to Tips and Time Savers. My name is Danny Rocks. Are you frustrated when you try to perform calculations in Excel involving time? Many people are. I'm going to share 4 areas of frustration and show you how to solve calculation problems in Excel. First, we must understand how Excel stores time. As far as Excel is concerned, midnight or 12 a.m. is stored as 0. 6 a.m., Excel says, well, 25% of the day has already passed, so it stores 6 a.m. as 0.25. First area of frustration, be careful when you input time values. The format or the proper placement really matters. Here we've been sloppy and we failed to include a space between our time and the AM or the PM. So Excel says, well, that's just a text entry. It aligns it to the left and it's not properly storing. So if we edit inside the cell, make sure that we include the space, and then Excel can say, okay, it's half of the day, midday, 12 p.m., 0.5. Okay. Second area of frustration, when we go to perform a simple little calculation. We want to see how much time has elapsed since a plane left, our earlier time, and our later time, the arrival time. So we do equals, and we take the arrival time, the later time, minus the earlier time or the departure time. The second area of frustration involves calculations, because with time we must properly format the cell. So here's how we remove this area of frustration. Let's go in and format the cell, and don't choose a time, rather come down within custom, and what we need to do is have a bracket, a left bracket H, right bracket, colon, and then for the minutes. So we may have to create it or modify a time. And now that format, the left bracket H, right bracket, colon, is going to give us the proper calculation of the proper result that we're looking for. Third area of frustration is going to come when we try to perform a calculation where we're crossing midnight. Our plane left prior to midnight and it's arriving after midnight. So the way that we will solve this, one way to solve it, is to use a very handy function called mod or modulus. So let's apply that in this cell, because if we don't use a function such as modulus or an if function, this is what we're going to get. Okay, here's how we solve it. Let's come up here. Let's just remove this, and we'll start with equals modulus. Equals MOD, left parentheses. Let's call up the function arguments. And modulus returns the remainder after a number is divided by a divisor. So our number is going to be our calculation. In this case, included inside parentheses, our arrival time minus the departure time. Close the parentheses. Our divisor is going to be 1. Okay, now we click OK, and there we go. Since we have it properly formatted, when we copied it down, 7 hours and 11 minutes. So that's frustration number 3. Calculating time that crosses midnight. The solution is a combination of the proper format and using the modulus function. Frustration number 4, when we go to calculate time that is going to exceed 24 hours. Once again, the proper format is the key to removing this frustration. So performing a simple sum, let's use your keyboard shortcut, hold down Alt while we hit the equal sign. And now we have a frustration because the time exceeds 24 hours. The key is applying the proper format. Format the hours inside left and right brackets. Use the custom format. Come down here and we'll find the format, which will be the hours included in brackets, colon, minutes. Let's get rid of the seconds. Okay. And there we go. We solve 4 frustrations. How we input time, frustration number 1. When we calculate time, make sure that we apply the proper format. Include the hours inside brackets. If we're calculating time that spans midnight, frustration number 3. One easy way to do that is to use the modulus function for our calculations. Frustration number 4, when we're calculating time that exceeds 24 hours. the solution is to apply the proper format. Include the H, the hours, inside left and right brackets. Okay, we'll see you in the next Tips and Time Savers.